Good morning, Dr. Najeeb Ahmad Rumi here, and today we are going to have speak discussions and talk. It's not a lecture. It's not something boring for all of you here. My name is Dr. Najeeb Ahmad Rumi, and uh, I am public health specialist and mind well-being therapist, public health and mind well-being specialist. And you can say it's practitioner, therapist, mentor, what you can say. It's whatsoever seems to be easy for all of you. So I'm based in London, and uh, today, if you uh, see the title of my today's talk discussions about, it's all about today, yesterday, and tomorrow, because we are consisting all of the human being, our life, and our existence is all about today. We were yesterday, our past, today is present, and tomorrow will be our future. So what I'm going to use in a very simple words, because we are living is in a very complex world. So I would like to use very simple words so that it should be easy for all of you and for myself to perceive, to understand what I'm saying. Because we have to say, think twice before you speak and think thrice before you eat. And eating food for body and food for thought in my previous lectures. So today's topic is remember yesterday, dreams about tomorrow, and live today. Uh, Viewers, as you know, it's universal and well established fact that there are two phases in our life. When we came into existence in this world, scientifically proven that before coming into this material world, we were in the womb of our mothers, in the tummy of our mothers, in the embryo of our mothers. So that was the world. The media in that world was purely different. We were in a sack, embryo of our mother. We were in a sack full of, the atmosphere was full of liquid, and we were in the water of that liquid in the womb of mother, and surrounded by, it's a narrow space. It was, the whole universe was surrounded by a narrow space, and the media of survival was through our umbilical cord, which were connected with the umbilical cord of our mother. This is scientific, everybody know. But here, why I'm going to establish these kinds of things, because it's obviously directly linked to our today's discussions. when we came into the world and we was on the mercy of our parents, specifically our mother. When we come and we just breathe here, and the total media was different, because then when we came into this space on this globe, the media surrounded by us oxygens, and we are breathing with this our nose through lungs, and we are surviving. But in the womb of mother, obviously we were in a water, and we were in a liquid state. So when we came into this world, we start looking here and there and being touched by our mothers, being fed by our mothers, and then slowly and gradually, when we 1 years, 2 years, 6, 7 years age, we come to know about the senses start developing in our minds, the personality process consisting of our thought process. We start thinking, getting upset, getting, so then we are being trained by our parents, by our mothers, how to survive, how to live, how to be more, strengthful, walking, talking, listening. And so 6, 7, 8 years, we just start learning, thinking in that era of our life. So then, when we just after a few years, we start thinking about who I am, who we are, and why we are here, and what are the meanings of our life, what are the existence. There are various questions around. Then we go to school, primary, secondary, higher, college, uni. Then we would have to set up our goals in our life as we were being trained, we were being grown in various families, our surrounding, and stuff like that. So then we set up our goals. Our goals were we going to school, we'll get educations, then we'll go uni and we'll get degree, and then after that we will be in a positions to get some good job, then very good, then similarly we will thrive, we will try, and we will be at after this years or that years, we will be in a positions to earn money and to lead a better and good life, quality of life. So this was the dream of everyone. Yesterday dreams about tomorrow, but live today. So yesterday was in our past, and dream was in our past, but now today it was about tomorrow, but we are in between yesterday and tomorrow. We are in between two phases. So now our existence right now is present time. We are present being, like now we are present here. Do we have to remember all of those dreams proactively, pragmatically, but living in this world right now at this present time? So this is my topic of today, scientifically based, because my theory is mentioned here is neuro narrative. I will explain what the neuro narrative therapy or theory is. Then you can apply in your daily life, and then I think you can get benefits out of it. If you like, then you can apply and continuously you can do it. But it's not something rocket science, something very difficult. So narrative, neuro narrative, because everything is here in our neurons, in our brains. So When we recall that our dream, that what we have set up, the dreams in our life in yesterday, and is there any link for today? Because or we give up, or we wouldn't give up our dreams, or we are still doing something or struggling. Doing something or struggling means, struggling is you are miserable conditions, you're trying, and you just sometimes you're successful, sometimes you're a failure. But do it with flow. You're flowing, you're with positive minds, you are doing. You don't have any regret. You are thinking with your active mind. You are in a position of normal, healthy, and happy state of mind. Although there are lots of challenges are there, socio-economical crises are there, deprivations are there, inequality, injustice, dirty politics are there. You can name it. But you are very determined. You are using your active mind, not reactive mind. How the reactions are, because we are human being. When we come across the challenges, when we come across the problems, we are acting and reacting. Sometimes we are confrontational, sometimes we are upset, sometimes we are very down, low, depressed, stressed. Of course we are human beings, but we have to give benefit of doubts to ourselves. What are those benefit of doubts? Try to encourage yourself, buck up yourself. And always I say, just never ever lose hopes. What are your aims in your life? What are your mission in your life? If your mission is to serve and save yourself, selflessness based or selfishness based. If you're selfless, self surrenders, you are trying to help yourself, you are trying to help your family, you are trying to help your friends in need, then globally you wanted to be a great contributor, positive contributor towards others worldwide. So, if your mission in life is meaningful, purposeful, and you are hopeful, then believe in me, you will be in a different positions. You will be more energetic. You will be more powerful. As per my therapy and theory, which is neuro narrative therapy, is based on the research work of Dr. Freud's. Then I did research on it further, and my conclusions about it's not something that I'm very much focused, but I'm very much focused on the positivity, positive outcomes. Try again, again and over, and then you can find the solutions because it's directly linked to your brain. Because our mind is like a processing machine. What we put into it, it is being processed accordingly. Thought process, personality process, human mind. We are having three process mind. Conscious mind. What is conscious mind? We are conscious what we're doing, and it is with our mind. We can see. Pre-conscious, our memories, our past, like as I met yesterday about today. about tomorrow and living today's. Conscious mind is at this present moment. Pre-conscious, our memories, our desires, dreams, whatsoever. And another process of mind is unconscious mind. With conscious mind, we can have access to our pre-conscious mind, our memories, our you know dreams, or whatsoever. I can have access up to that level, but we would not have access to our unconscious mind. So the area of interest for Dr. Freud's was unconscious mind, and in unconscious mind, he mentioned that there is a descriptive unconscious mind and dynamic unconscious mind. So I am very much concerned about descriptive is thoughts and our pattern of thoughts and the feelings, but we don't have access. We won't reach up to that unconscious mind. And dynamic is all about our instinct, our impulses, our thoughts, dreams, fears, and unconscious mind. There is a secret world, like we have secret agencies working all over the world, all over the countries. They have different secret agency, but in our unconscious mind there is a secret agency, secret world, which is called as dynamic unconscious mind process of human being. So conscious mind, if we are mindful, if we are positive, if we are using our active mind right now about our dreams, about our to come to true, about our desires, aims in life, then we can bring a positive change. Otherwise, bombardment of various neurotransmissions and all of the from our unconscious mind is going to disturb us. Then because we won't have any access to unconscious mind, that's why we are getting more disturbed. But when we are focused and determined in using our mindfulness, conscious mind at present moment, then we can have a little bit access through yoga, through mindfulness, through determinations. Because my notion is when meditation, mindfulness can be medication, can be medicinal if done with dedication. If you are dedicated, then you can have your access to those dynamic part of your unconscious mind. Then you can bring a drastic change inside of your mind. What is that drastic change? It's positive change. Because neurotransmitters, as per it's a hormones here, because it's a pharmaceutical company in our brain, which are producing medicines. What is medicine? Difference between drugs and medicines? There are countless uh, disadvantages and side effects of drugs. When you look into the pocket packets of drugs or any packing, you will come to know there is a literature, there is a leaflets inside that package of drugs. Then you open and then you can come to know the manufacturing and side effects, interaction with other drugs, and for what purpose this medicine is, and there's expiry date. Then you will come to know, okay, we have to use this, and we need to be more allergy and stuff like that. But viewers, in the protection of our mind medicines, which are very soothing, very helpful without side effects, in pharmaceutical company of human minds. At what time we can produce negative medicines, or positive medicines here. What are those negative medicines? When we are positive, when we are help, when we are helping ourselves, when we are optimistic about our life, when our life is full of meanings, hopes, helps, self-compassion, self-love, self-respect, kindness, then automatically a chain of positive reaction continue. And there's a production of that pharmaceutical company of positive hormones. Then you can feel the whole supply is naturally coming into our body from head to toe, all over the body. It is circulated with all of these positive chemicals, positive hormones, neurotransmitters. When we are positive, when we are using our positive minds, is the chain of reaction, and it is being carried out by with blood supply, and it is being supplied to all of the cells or uh, uh, tissues, body tissues, cells, and all of the organs. And there are countless benefits without any side effects of positive chemicals. You can name it. So it's helpful for repairing all of the tissues. And when there is a positive chain of reactions, then you can even reverse the disease, reverse even cancer cells, reverse even diabetes, blood pressure, depression, suicidal ideations, because your inner supply of medicine, of chemicals. What are those chemicals? Positive chemicals. You may know about what are those positive chemicals. Dose of happiness. I've mentioned in my previous lectures. What are those? Dose, DOSE, dose of happiness, of happy hormones. So I use the word dose. D stand for dopamine. It's a positive chemical, positive hormone, positive neurotransmitter, secretes inside of our brain, and it is being circulated all over the body. It's a rewarding hormones. When it secretes, then we have some good experience or sexual intimacy, or when we have our food to be consumed, or good exercise or walks. So again, D dopamine, rewarding hormones, chemical secretes, and another is oxytocin. Again, this is positive chemicals secretes here. It's a happy and constructive hormones, neurotransmitters. Serotonin, again, it's another chemical which is being produced by pharmaceutical company outside our brain. It's artificially they produced and they manufactured in pharmaceutical industry, multinational industries, and where it is used is being given to those who may have mental health issues like depression, sleeping pills, anxiety, antipsychotic drugs. So these are being packed and supplied drugs. Those the chemical free of charge here. If we intend to produce, we can produce when we are living at the present moment with positive momentum. Serotonin is again positive chemical. Endorphin is a happy and chemical positive neurotransmitter. So in this way, when we are positive, when we are living at the present moment, mindfulness, and our because topic is remember yesterday, dreaming about tomorrow. Because based on uh, neuro narrative therapy, a theory of my own. So this is well established fact. When we are optimistic, when we are kind, when we are self respectful, then we can bring a change. Then unconscious mind is helpful. Neurotransmitters are being, you know, bombarded in a positive way in our brain here. Then we can be more composed. We can be more, in a positions to see the reality with our uh, positive mind, active mind, and solution oriented mind. There are two types. Reactive mind is problem oriented because with the reactive mind you can have more confrontational, you can have more, negative energy. You would be in a bitter positions to be confrontational, to be angry, to be more, you know, uh, disturbed, distracted. With positive mind and with active mind, you would be in a better positions to release your positive hormone dose of happiness, which would be helpful for you to find out because that is solution oriented mind. What are the solution of your problem at the present moment? So this is open choice for all of you. If you're open minded, you have to think about it because I have already mentioned in my various lectures, various talks, that the only person who can heal our heart is you, yourself. You are responsible for, although there are multifactorial things, multifactors are there, like deprivation, poverty, socio-economic crisis, injustice. So, but when you are in pain and suffering, you are extraordinarily vigilant about yourself to make your life more, you know, comfortable because when you are in pain, this is your solution oriented mind. Problem oriented mind, negative mind will give you more negative justification about to harm yourself, to harm others, and then you start taking drugs because your mind would be blocked because you are not, your rational minds is not working, your irrationality, negative mind is in operations. And people ask me, what is your nationality? Rationality is my nationality. I'm the resident of this globe. My nationality is global nationality. And luckily, all of the human beings on this globe right now, they are global national, beyond any boundaries, restrictions, section, sanction, because we have the rights, all of the human beings, to live healthy and happily. The notion is health and happiness for all of the human beings. So all of, if you look into the divine books of various, because I'm not talking about any religions, no, not at all. But if you look into the reality, all of the divine books is scientifically based. I have proved if the religious books, divine books, give the lessons of respect, love, and respect for human being, not according to their religions, but according to their humanity. We have to give the values and importance to humans, not according to their religious belief, but according to the global residents, that is, they are global residents and they are human beings. Then The scientifically proven thing is we have to be careful about the human beings because we are one of the most precious and valuable species on this globe. Beyond anything else, beyond any religion, beyond any boundaries, borders, regions, beyond any color, race, culture, beyond any ability, less ability, more ability, socio-economical status, beyond any sexual orientations, whatsoever your orientation, sexual orientation is, that is your basic human rights. You can apply and you can practice safe in a safe, sound way because sexual intimacy is a basic human rights, a third level of hierarchy pyramid of Abraham Maslow. So scientifically proven things are there when you are determined, when you are mindful. Then you can find various avenues, various ways that yes, we are better. Although socioeconomically, some people they may be less well off, but the wealth is here, all about your wealth. If you ask the value and the importance of health, you go to ICU, intensive care unit of a hospital, or in A&E of a hospital, and ask from those who may have God unforbidden, they may have some serious terminal illness, and they may be on life-saving device. Then you can ask how much importance, valuable, profitable your life is because you are surviving, you are breathing without any device, without any artificial device, without any using any life-saving device or oxygen cylinders, whatsoever, God forbidden. You are consuming oxygens, which is food. You are consuming water, which is food. You are consuming healthy food without any device, without any artificial, ways. So in that way, the whole narrative would be changed. Your neurons are directly associated with your narrative, the way you think, because I always mentions we are what we eat. If we eat healthy, we look like a healthy person, normal person. If we consume unhealthy stuff, then obviously it will reflect from our body. Similarly, we are what we think, pattern of thought, positive, negative. We are what we think, and we are what the way we think, constructive way you are thinking, helpful way you are thinking with your active mind, or with your reactive mind, aggressive mind, depressed mind, confrontational mind, problem oriented mind. The way you think, feel, your feeling, psychological feeling, your physiological feeling, feel and act, then consequently your action would be everything. So in this way you can change the whole narrative of your life. So try to live when you are living at the present moment. Positive chemicals are there, your neurons are working because our sympathetic nervous system, because our body consisting of central nervous system, our all of the neurons are working, fight and flights, we just automatic pilots is in operations, which is directly associated with. These are a few. I'm sorry, using some few medical terms in order to be more, you know, more focused about coming to clarify my point of view about living today. So, sympathetic nervous system is all about the neurons and sensory nerves messages going to our brain, and then motor neurons working how to work, fight and flight phenomena. And parasympathetic nervous system is all about your ease, your mindfulness, your calmness. Your mind is like a garden, and our thoughts are like seeds. We can grow flowers or we can grow weeds. It's up to us. So when we are living at this present moment, then our neurons, our neurotransmitters, because my theory is neuro narrative therapies. Neurons, neuro is directly linked to our neurotransmitters. As I have mentioned, positive neurotransmitters, chemicals, negative neurotransmitters are there. Then we are hopeful, helpful, with positive minds, then positive chain of reaction is there with dose of happiness, dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, endorphin, positive chemicals. These neurotransmitter would be very beneficial. It's like a medicines. Like I have mentioned, meditation can be meditation if done with dedication. If you're determined and dedicated right now at the present moment, then you can change the whole scenario, then you can change the whole universe and world, because directly or indirectly we are connected with vibrational force energy, with other species, with seen and unseen universes and worlds, with each other. That is our interpersonal wisdom. What is intrapersonal? Intrapersonal, your inner wisdom, your mindfulness. Internally, you feel that you are connected with others. Then interpersonal relationship with others uh, around you, and the extra personal with other galaxies, universes, all over the world which you are. This is the basic philosophy based on scientific approach. So wisdom is always, because wise wisdom is not in only in the books. Wisdom is here. How? When you use it. One of the great philosopher Rumi, what he said that wise words without wise action is falsehood. And he said, I am the enemy of false images. And he said, yesterday I was clever. Why? Because Rumi told people that he wanted to change others. He wanted to change the world. He said, today I'm wise, so I'm changing myself. It's very simple formula, research and scientifically proven things. It's self compassion, self love, self respect. We have to respect ourselves with our strengths and weaknesses. I know what are my strengths and what are my weaknesses. So try to be valuable. Try to be on the basis of selflessness. Don't, because mental health issues, anger is mental health issues. You time care about other. You time care when you are angry or hungry. You damn care because your automatic nervous system is in operation, your automatic pilot is in operation, and your unconscious mind is controlling you. All these things are in your unconscious mind. Your biological need, your it, is in your unconscious mind. But when you control your mind with conscious mind, mindfulness, then you can have your access up to that level that it is not the human needs. Human needs healthy, small portion of foods you can enjoy, more healthy food and more, you know, mobility, walk, so that you can consume. The animal, they don't know. They just eat, go for mating, give birth to their chicks or to their, whatsoever their species are. But human beings, they are very chosen, very special, you know, species on the globe. We must need to be proud of it on the basis of selflessness, self-compassion, self-love, self-respect. And then we have to reflect that image what we are. If I'm unable to help myself, if I'm unable to respect myself, if I am not honest to myself, if my mind is empty, is without empathy, because I use the word empty minded people, who they are? Empty minded people are those who are free of empathy. They don't care about others like animals. They are just empty minded. They don't have wisdom up to that level, or although there's few of the animals like dogs, cats, pets, they are loyal. But when they are angry, they don't know because there's no wisdom in there. So in that way, we can change the narrative through neurons here, through controlled pilot, because automatic pilot is directly instinct. When we are angry, hungry, we can go up to the beast level or the best level. Another my quotations and wise word which I use and is derived by myself is, I'm not scared of the beast animals, wild animals. I'm not scared of the beast, but beast inside of human. What is that beast inside of human? That animal instinct, which is directly linked to our biological need hidden inside our unconscious mind, which we wouldn't have access to that process of our mind. How we can, how we would be in a positions to have approached or to have link there, to access, to get access to there, is through mindfulness, through conscious mind living at the present moment. So we have to give more importance to our today. And then we will come to know about, then our dreams will, our desires, aims will live a life. Otherwise, our dreams, aims in life will be, you know, will be not in a positions to be achieved, will not be in our access to be achieved. So everything is here. Conscious mind living at the present moment, giving more positive momentum to present moment. How? Through thinking process, through mindfulness, through yoga, through exercise, through walking, through giving importance to yourself. You have to think, you have to sit down 4 or 5 times a day, talk to yourself, close your eyes. When you close your eyes, then your inner eye will be open. What is that inner eye? Has access to our unconscious mind. Then we, we will come to know, then slowly and gradually we can approach to that part which is dynamic portion of our conscious mind, deep down. Then we can surface the various problems and pain and pleasures through mindfulness. It's, listen, it's not impossible, it's possible, although it's a bit difficult. to understand than to practice. Pain and play are both. When there's a pain, there is a player. Unless or until you are focused and composed, using your positive mind, using your active mind through consciousness, by using your controlled pilot. Automatic pilot is sympathetic nervous system. Like animals, when they are hungry, they go for uh, their body extra outlet, or for mating. They don't know what they are doing because everything is in their unconscious mind. Biological need. It conscious mind give you more understanding and know how about what you're doing right now. What would be the consequences, good or bad? So it's here, linked to chemical reactions, linked to proper mechanism, scientifically based. So change your narrative, then you can change your neurons chemistry, neurotransmitter, then you can neurotransmitters, neurons associated, and narrative. You have to change the narrative. Like in my talk, today's talk is try to live at the present moment. Remember yesterday, dream about tomorrow, but live today. Live and love today. You have to live and love for today, for yourself, for the present moment, and for all about your atmosphere. It's beyond any physical love, because it's here, your feelings, your extra, perception, extrasensory ESP, extrasensory perception here, which is lacking in animals. So you are better off than animals. The similar mechanism is there, but we are with extrasensory perceptions. That is my theory about sensory narrative. You have to change the narrative because you can think, you can understand. So one of the great philosopher Tabrizi, what he said that you will learn with reading, you can gain knowledge, educations, but you will understand with love. That what is that love? It's all compassion, self-love, self-respect, self-kindness. Then you have to reflect. So the dogs, even the sniffer dogs, they catch and they follow whatsoever their required crimes and everything, but they are unable to understand what they are doing. So there's lack of understanding, but they can sniffer. They have olfactions here, olfactory nerves, smell nerves, are more sensitive than human being, but they are unable to understand what they are doing. Learning is something, it's not a big issue, but understanding what is your conscious, pre-conscious, then you would have access to your unconscious mind where there is, because it's a like a pyramid, iceberg phenomenon. The top tip of that iceberg is conscious and pre-conscious mind, and everything is hidden in our unconscious mind. Keep this thing in your mind, find out the ways, then you can promote your tomorrow. You can, because life is not a place to live in a depression deprived areas, because when you are adherent and you are living in a past world, then you would be in a miserable conditions, depressed, stressed. But when you start living in tomorrow, what will happen? You will come across phobia, fear, stress, anxiety. You can name it. So research revealed that living in the present moment is miraculous. It's like a miracle. It's medicinal. It's therapeutic. It's ease and help to avoid all kind of disease. So try, only try, because this is theory. Unless and until you have yourself to prove whether theory is right or wrong. I have proved. I have done my theories after long studies and research. I studied myself. First case study was Najeeb Ahmad Rumi. I studied myself. Then I came to know. Then final hypothesis and final conclusion was the only person that can heal or harm you, yourself. Not your mother, not your father, not your siblings, not your friends, not your teacher, not your doctors. Only you yourself. Try to help yourself, try to serve yourself better, try to respect yourself on the basis of selflessness, self compassion, self love, and respect. These tools and techniques you must know and remember on your fingertips, isn't it? Do you agree with me or angry with me? It's open choice. Nobody can insist you. Nobody, because person-centered techniques is based on self-compassion and person-centered humanistic approach of my neuro narrative therapy. Person-centered techniques. It's your importance, your choice, open choice to choose what you want to choose. Because when you are distressed, distract, and you're not focused, you are living in the past or you are in the future, then you may have lots of issues. You are confrontational, you have problems with your eating, sleeping, then you are on God unforbidden, God forbidden. You are on drug addictions. You start taking serious kinds of dangerous drugs, then there is no way back. And friends, people, nearer and dearers, father, mother, family members, sons, daughters, partners, spouse, they will run away. Inevitable. And who will come to you? Think. And give benefit of doubts to you. Because listen, it's never ever too late to start living healthy and happily. Never ever. When you open the eye, your inner eye, with the momentum given to present time, it's never ever too late to start living healthy and happily. Try to be your own. Then, when you are feeling, then your insight is present. You think that, oh, you have some problem, then you can easily discuss. Otherwise, you will live in you will live in a land of escape. You will escape all the time. You will never ever. You will hide things unless until serious consequences would happen. Believe in me. I have seen various cases, many cases, and then at the end of the day, they become suicidal. They committed suicide because nowadays depression is very common. Why? because we are leading a meaningless life. Meaningful life is the life full of soul, spirit, energy, because divine and devil both are inside of our body, in our soul. Again, person-centered technique, open choice. Choice is yours, not mine. Not nobody can dictate you. Nobody can teach you. Nobody can give you lectures. Nobody can treat you. You can heal yourself or you can harm yourself. It's up to you. But when your insight is present, when you think that you have a problem, and then you will seek some help and support from your dearer, nearer, then they can help you. Then you will be seeker, because it's before there was mind health issues, before people thought that it was mental health stigma. No, it's not a stigma. It's like a physiological problem, like physical ailment. It's like mind ailment. We don't have any access unless and until our insight we believe that we think that we have a problem and we need to seek some help. Then you can seek help, and there would be lots of avenues for you to find out the choice. According to your choice, you can find out. Otherwise, nobody will come to help you out. So try to live at the present moment, give momentum to present time, think twice, thrice, many times, relax. Because what you can do, according to your capacity, according to your level of perception, because sensory perception is only in the human species, unless and until when they get realized that yeah, we can change ourselves, the world. We have to change the world inside of ourselves, like secretive, very secret services inside of our unconscious mind, according to Dr. Freud's. It's reality. My research and my work is on that dynamic and descriptive unconscious mind. That's why we can be healer or harmer, because there's a fine line between insanity and sanity, because human and beast. Because I use my quotations, my voice word, which is I'm not scared of beast, but beast inside of human. You can be a beast or you can be a nice human. There is nothing between, like you are good or bad and sometimes you're bad. No, we have to give benefit of doubts to ourselves. Although when we have different emotions, positive, negative, we have to make balance. But committed crime deliberately is something alarming. It's not only bad for us, it's bad for all of the humanity, because we have to save and serve ourselves. When we save and serve ourselves, it means we have saved one human being. Means that we are saving the whole universe, because then you would be a saver. Constructions, positive mind, positive approach. So that's all for today. I think it's long, 1 hour I have spent, and then any questions you can write an email. It would be fully confidential, and definitely it would be regarding to DGPR. We are very much focused about the confidentiality, secrets about each other, and then try to be your healer, not harmer. Take well care of yourself, and bye bye for now. Goodbye. Take care. Have a lovely day.